Hello and welcome to this introductory video on data models and Power Pivot. In previous video, I had mentioned a second scenario where people have data in multiple sheets in the same Excel file, and that data is not for consolidation purpose. These sheets simply contain some additional informations which can be used to further slice and dice the data with more dimensions inside the pivot table. Now, this information does not have to be always in a multiple sheets. It can be there in the single sheet, only within the separate tables or range of cells in that particular sheet. So normally people would perform VLOOKUP on base data, bring in that additional information to create a big table, and then perform analysis by creating pivot table out of it. However, with recent features added to Excel, now you need not perform this VLOOKUP and create a big table. You can simply add that data from different sheets, tables, or range of cells to data model inside your Excel file. Then create a link between them using one-to-many relationships and perform the analysis using the pivot table in the same way which you did earlier. This saves your time of creating big table, save on file size, increase the speed of calculation, and many more such benefits. Now, based on your Excel versions from the MS Office editions, some of the functionalities might be limited to you, or you may not have those functionalities available. However, if you are using Professional Plus editions of MS Office or Office 365 of Professional Plus editions, then you have all the features. Explaining the differences in this short video will not be feasible. However, I will provide you this summary only. So, if you are using Excel 2007 or earlier versions, you neither have data models or Power Pivot. Now, if you are using Excel 2010 or 2013 from any of the MS Office editions, then you have only Power Pivot. Only difference here is that for Excel 2010, you will have to install Power Pivot as a separate add-in to your Excel. In Excel 2013, it is already included in it. You have to just activate it from your Files option settings. Further, if you are using Excel 2016 other than Professional Plus editions, then you have only a simple data model available in your Excel. You do not have Power Pivot. And finally, if you have a Professional Plus editions, then you have both the data models and Power Pivot in Excel 2016. So in short, I would recommend you to get the Professional Plus editions of MS Office if you would like to utilize all of its features. In this video, I will provide you a brief introduction about the data models and Power Pivot. Topics related to this is really vast and it is outside the scope of this course. Nonetheless, I will show you things you must know if you get the files which are using these data models or Power Pivot, and also to get you started on your journey of learning these new tools. So let us move on and have a look at our data in our sample file. Now here in this file you can see three tables in this single sheet named data models. As I said earlier, you may have these three tables in separate sheets also, but for the purpose of easy understanding and explanation, I have kept these tables in this single sheet only. Now this first table contains the customer details with the fields customer ID, customer name and customer country. Customer ID is a unique field here. Now we have a second table here which contains the details about the hotel booking done by the customer. We have the reservation date, customer ID, room ID and reservation value. So customer ID can be repeating over here. Further, we have only a room ID and further details are stored in this separate table for room type. So in such situations, most of the people till now would have used VLOOKUP and clubbed all the information from this customer and room ID into a big table like this. So in this table you can see I have included customer name, customer country and room type using a VLOOKUP and then created a big table and then perform a pivot table to perform this analysis by customer country and room type. So instead of creating this, you can create a relationship between all of these three tables and load it to your data models in your Excel file. So for that purpose, you will have to go to data and under this you see these relationships. So click on that and this window will open up. So currently you can see I have already defined the relationships between reservations, customer ID and reservations and room ID table over here. So if you want to add any new relationships, you can click on this new and this window will open up. So in this first table, it will be selecting a column from the reservation ID. So let us go back and see the existing relationships which we have created. So let me click this and let us click edit. So here at the top, you can see in this box, I am using the table which is a transactional level details. So in our current scenarios, reservation table has those details. And in the below table, I have selected the customers tables which contains the unique information about the unique customers. In both of these, we have selected the common fields. So under reservation, this is the customer ID, and under customers table, again it is the customer ID, which will pull in the information and will create a relationship. Similarly, I have created a room ID and room ID in the room table details also. So once I create this, you can go simply to your insert, create a pivot table, and now here you can select use workbook data models. So let me create this for the time being. And here you can see a new pivot table will get created. Under the pivot table field list, you can see that all the tables in your Excel file are being listed. Even the tables which are part of your data models, those are also being listed. However, those tables which are not part of the data models are being separated with this gray line here. All other tables are being listed separately. Now you can simply drag and drop the columns whichever you want. So here if you see, I have already created a pivot table, and let us see the columns which I have used. So I have used the customer country from the customer table. So this has been highlighted in bold. Similarly, from reservation table, I have used a reservation value, and then I have used a room type from this room details here. So this is giving me a final pivot table which is calculating the total reservation values across the customer country and room type. So with this, you can create a pivot table simply by dragging and dropping it. However, currently if you see, we are seeing this effects here. So this is a new feature which is available only in Power Pivot. So if you are using simple data models, so instead of creating this new measure, you can simply drag and drop this reservation value and still you will get the same results only. Instead of this, if you want to create a new measures, you will have to use Power Pivot. So once you have that Power Pivot, you will have to activate it from files and options and add-ins. So once you have that, you will have a separate ribbon on your Excel file. Here you can just simply click on this manage and new window will open up like this for Power Pivot window. There are more options available in this Power Pivot window, and you can also create your DAX measures under this blank area or even from the formula bar. So there are almost like 300 plus DAX formulas which you can use in this Power Pivot. It will be really not feasible to cover everything in this short course. If you want to have a diagram view, you can click on this and it will give you a diagram view of all the tables in your Excel file. Here you can see all the relationships like one to many relationships. You can simply create them by dragging and dropping it. If you want to go back to your table view, you can click on this data view. If you want to go back to your Excel file, you can click on this Excel icon and it will take you back to your Excel file. Now, if you have seen in my previous video of Inquire add-in, it will list all the Excel formulas in your Excel file. However, if you are using any Power Pivot DAX formulas, it will not list them. If you want to know what are the DAX formulas being used in Power Pivot, then you will have to go to this measures, then click manage measures, and here it will list down all the DAX formulas which are being used. So if you want to see any one of them, you will have to select them, click edit, and this new window will open up. Here you can understand all these DAX formulas and how it has been used. So with this, you can see that we are able to use Power Pivot DAX formulas also. And if there are any DAX formulas being used, then under pivot table field list, it will have FX prefix to your column name or field name. So this is just a brief summary about these data models and Power Pivot. If you want to learn more about these tools, then I will be creating a new course shortly. So stay tuned guys and have a look at this new course for Power Pivot and data models. That's it like from my side guys. See you in next video.